the guy's Bombad.
Welcome to the Bombadcast. How y'all doing, Bombadcast people? It's me, Paul Stanley. And look, we fixing to bring you a rockin' and roll show. Yeah, and we waiting for Scotty and Jay to show up into the studio. Oh, wait. Oh, look, listen to them. They walking in right now. Hey, fellas, how y'all doing? Hey, Jerry, let's start with you first, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good there, Paul. It's a pleasure to record with you, as always. Just saying that we have, honestly, so many episodes on file. I can't believe it. And it's, again...
We're just waiting to post them. We're just waiting to get them out to the crowd.
Dude,
you know, Gretna.
Yeah.
We're trying to get it to Gretna, Holland. We're trying to get it to everyone, all the cities.
Yeah, man. We're trying to get to Hoboken and all the big ones. But no, dude.
Everyone to the left.
You gotta,
everyone to the left, say yes. Everyone to the left, say yes.
Oh my gosh, the crowd is going
say
insane.
Yes, Jerry. Yes,
live
Jerry.
studio
Yes,
audience tonight,
Jerry.
guys.
Yes, Jerry. Let's rock and roll.
You gotta dole these Paul.
Let's bring Scotty in.
Oh yeah, you gotta dole these Paul Stanley.
Stop talking for once. Stop talking for once. Stop talking.
Where's Scotty? Scotty, how you doing, bud?
Hello. I'm here. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was.
I'm
here.
Dude, fantastic. Fantastic. I can't think of anyone to say that you're impersonating, so it's just like great whisper. Good on you.
Well,
man.
look, hold on. Paul's got to go. Look, hold on. Let me go lead Paul
later,
out.
Paul.
Hold on, Paul. Let me get you out here. Hey, so how did you on the Bombadcast? It was really so much fun.
Yeah, stay Bombad, Paul.
I really enjoyed every second of this Bombadcast episode. It was so good. It's so nice to be on the Bombadcast. Yeah, this is all I do is just stay Bombad. Stay Bombad.
Paul is.
He's gone. He's gone.
Paul is.
So I got him.
Yeah. No. You're good. You're
that
good.
Was brutal.
I was like so.
That was weird.
I was actually kind of quiet in some of the last little bit of that. I was so enthralled with. But Paul is just such a great public speaker.
God,
and
I
also,
love having him on the show.
He's great on mic too. Obviously, we are.
Yes.
We are recording this, not live, but.
No.
That was fantastic.
He's good.
Also, what a beehole.
I hope everyone to the left enjoyed it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That was great. No, I'm sorry about that. That he's a neighbor and he just storms in my house sometimes. He's listened, big fan of the show, and we have a lot of episodes backlogged, by the way. This is like we're recording this in September of 2011. So we're like wait, we are really reaching to this deliver content to y'all.
Yeah. How was sixth grade? How was your first day of sixth grade there, Scotty? I don't know.
It was really good.
I honestly didn't do the math, so I don't.
Sixth grade was in 2006, I believe.
Welcome to the Bombadcast. I don't know. We're time traveling. So
yeah. Whenever I left the room, I'm sorry. Whenever I was escorting Paul out the room, Katie had a very befuzzled. Is that even a word? Befuzzled.
Katie was like, "Well, why the heck is Paul Stanley here?"
Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
Yeah,
that's insane, dude.
It was weird. No, but Bombad fam, we're here another week, and we need to cover the news before we do anything. And there's one thing I have to say, y'all. This episode of the CW, the Clone of Wars, was fantastic. And we're covering it.
This episode of Riverdale was actually fantastic. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. The CW is great.
Man.
No, Jerry, I love dude. My guilty pleasure is something that is actually going to be brought up later. It's a novel that I've been fascinated with since they announced it at Project Luminous, and it's going to be such a guilty pleasure, like flipping through that with like a sweaty forehead. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's sweaty forehead, dude. My forehead's not going to be the only thing that's sweaty when that novel comes out, dude. Can you believe like all those announcements on Monday for Project Luminous, man? I can't believe it. We've got like the video game, like the with what is it? They're including like Star Wars characters on Smash Brothers now.
Dude, and the
like,
reel to reel record that's gonna be George Lucas talking about American Graffiti 4, and I don't even know where 3 happened. It's a reel to reel. It's a reel to reel tape.
Where's 2? Was there a 2? There was a 2, right?
There was a 2. Yes, there was a 2.
Okay, there was a 2. There was a 2.
That's the thing. Like, it's George Lucas talking about the plot of American Graffiti 4 and how Bob Iger ruined it. How they used white slavers to ruin it. It was awesome.
Holy crap! Yeah, it's just like 4 hours of George going.
I really wanted to have more teenagers in cars. Yeah. It went really good, and
But can you also believe that we are getting Project Luminous themed fish tank rocks and stuff like fish tank pebbles? For,
Yeah,
like
and
the bottom of your, like
the huge crossover with Star Trek. That's gonna be freaking awesome.
Dude,
sponsored by Oscar Mayer Wiener.
I can't believe
Mayer.
I can't believe Jackson the Rabbit is like a big part. Like, I can't believe they.
He
picked him for
bridges the
character.
canon.
But I am totally here for it. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing, man. I don't know.
The Roomba B1 battle droid toys that are dropping too. Freaking incredible.
Oh my gosh. And kudos to Kevin Smith and Jay Muse for getting in there as actually Jay and Silent Bob in the Star Wars universe.
It's the first stoner Star Wars novel. It's going to be amazing.
Dude, it's a bold choice, but man, hey, they're the new Tag and Bink, man. That's what it is. But I'm glad they're keeping Jay and Silent Bob as the names. So
yeah, it's the book for that one. It's like Stay Luminous 420 style. It's great. Dude. Stay in Luminous.
Available only at dispensaries. So, sorry to all of you. Sorry to all of you in prude states. So non-party states. But anyway, yeah.
Or you can buy it in a van on Bourbon Street here in New Orleans. So there's it just varies, where they can get it. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to
the week of Mardi Gras only, though.
Yes, exactly. Fat Tuesday, dude. I'm really looking forward to the guitar pick. All the guitar pick stuff releasing and the I don't know, the Garfield phone, like the phones that I'm stoked. It's gonna be so good.
And it's so insane that they got all those Garfield phones that have been washing up on that beach in Malaysia or wherever, and are actually shipping them to the U.S. So
yep.
If you guys haven't freaking figured it out yet, we are recording this Sunday before the announcement happened.
And so snow in September of 2011.
Yeah, dude. We have So we're way before. So we have no clue what's going on with Project Luminous. But we figured we'd keep it luminous here. So get ready for all that. But dude, we can't forget. Did we not mention?
Oh no, we didn't mention it.
We didn't mention a certain novel that is making your brow sweaty.
Oh, it's okay. Can I reveal it here? It's exciting.
This is 100% legit, guys.
It's a scoop.
This is legit.
It is a scoop.
This is a scoop. Project Luminous is including this book.
It is
Bombadcast Scoop Special.
It's referred to as the title, the working title. Of course, they had the picture of image not final and title not final, but the working title is called DOOKU: An Erotic Life.
Yes, man. It's about time.
It's
all I gotta say.
The back description says DOOKU's curved lightsaber, and it's just got a winky emoji.
That's all it says. That and the eggplant emoji and the peach emoji.
Yes.
Which I have no clue what that means because
I've always seen.
Dude, I'm 33 by the time you're listening to this, so it's insane. It's insane.
What the hell's an emoji?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. 2011. It's this thing I'm working on for Apple. And,
you're working on it?
I hope that I get the credit I'm due because I don't really think that. I don't think they're going to give it to me. But, okay, dude, okay. Frickin', if that even existed, like a DOOKU erotic novel. And, by the way, shout out to my parents who I found out just last week that are listening to our podcast now. So I hope you guys enjoy the Count Dooku erotic fan fiction novel. Again, it's going to be like the Legend of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
But if so, real meta. It's like someone was like going through the files of Count Dooku in the Imperial era and found, or the sequel trilogy era, and found his. Actually, it was a transcript for something he was going to post on Raylo Reddit thread. So it's actually Raylo.
It's actually a Tumblr page that gets cross-posted to Reddit.
Oh, right. That you
Get your stuff straight, Gerald.
I'm
Seriously.
sorry. I thought
you
it was.
Come on here. Paul's here, unprepared, and we're cry. Yeah, cry, big boy.
I thought
Boy.
they found it on Star Wars leaks.
You know what I thought? I thought you need to do more research.
The guy in-universe. The in-universe Star Wars leaks. They call it, I think it's like life leaks in canon, though. So
that could have been better.
Like real life leaks.
It's called life leak.
What would you call it's called life. Oh, gosh.
So they show cats getting killed.
I think they should call it.
Cats getting killed.
I think a Dooku written erotic novel should be called "I've Been Looking Forward to This," or what is it?
My
Master
blank
Kenobi.
has doubled since we last met.
Good, twice the pride, double the fall.
Oh, pretty good.
What did that guy ever say in a movie or TV show that is not erotic? Again, shout out mom and dad. Thank you for listening. Just if you get I know they're looking forward to the novel. Just please don't tell me about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to the thing that matters the most.
Well, real quick, if you guys have any names you think that, like, what do you think a Dooku written erotic novel should be titled? Please tweet at us.
I think there's many things that could be used here, and I don't know.
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me.
Oh man! And what image of Dooku would they use? Because are they going to use the Clone Wars Dooku or a young Dooku?
It's the Clone War. It's the Dooku in his PJs, man.
Oh yes.
Clearly. That or the little whatever he has with the white shoulder pads and stuff that when him and Sheev are trying to,
conjure up some spirits.
When they're pretending to be the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever.
Yes.
Trying to see, show me my pretty. Anyway.
Speaking of Clone Wars, we
How
got
about that
it back.
Bad Batch episode?
It returned. And there's a really good Easter egg in it that Gerald has been pointing out to me every day for the past hour.
In 2011.
In 2011.
I don't know if you know this, Scott. There's going to be this insane, awesome show integral to, I believe, the Star Wars story called Rebels.
Sounds stupid.
Before we know we're getting the Clone Wars back, I'm stopping the frickin' time travel bit right now because I am going to come up with so many elaborate plot points that don't have anything to do with Star Wars, but just have to do with us recording in 2011. That I'm going to ramble. I'm going to ramble like I am right now. What else is new? No, dude.
Nothing's changed.
So, how awesome is it being back in the Clone Wars, man? I mean, it's awesome.
Oh my god, dude! It started literally like as if you were just continuing the binge watch. It was weird. You'd think there would be just a variation of the intro. No. Yeah. Just legitimately.
Oh, no.
It's amazing. It's so good.
It's amazing, but I found that I really miss binging like 38 episodes in one sitting.
Yeah?
And
I feel that.
I think after I watched The Bad Batch, I ended up watching the Ahsoka Wrong Jedi arc.
Oh, such a good arc.
It's so good.
Is that why you texted me crying?
Dude, probably. Yeah, that's it. That and I basically I finished that arc. I started the first episode, watched the last 3 of that on this last Saturday.
Yeah.
For those of you in Futureland. And gosh, then ended up watching the entire Fives Order 66 arc.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
That was amazing.
Oh my
and
God, it's so good.
I felt a little.
I cried at that one.
Dude, this time got me emotional. And I felt a little dirty for, I was like, I've sat here for entirely too long. I was up till 1 a.m. Saturday night, so there you go. Dude, it made me realize, like, oh my gosh, we've got to wait like a week for the next episode, and I'm already, like, the Ahsoka arc is, it's going to be like some of the last stuff we get.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be worth the wait, but I'm also like, I want to binge it now because used to bingeable. I'm so used to bingeable Clone Wars.
Totally.
One thing. Okay, so you were saying one thing I noticed. One thing I noticed is that this is 100% the exact. What do you call it? Like the animatics they released for this, and then I don't know if we're gonna get Crystal Crisis with Obi-Wan and Anakin on Utapau, but that's a good one too.
Dude, it was shot for shot, like. Seriously.
It was shot for shot, the animatics. They just fully animated it.
Can I tell you a story real quick?
Before.
I watched it with Eric. I watched it for the first time with Eric, and he came over. He came over pretty late, too. Yeah, our boy, Eric Cotterman. He came over, and we watched it, and, like, I was like, dang, that was so good. Let's see what the animatics are like, because Jerry says they, like, you were telling me, like, the animatics were good within themselves, and they
just the story.
Yeah,
it's fully voiced and all that.
So I go and look, and holy cow, shot for shot, with of course much better rendering of the graphics than any Clone Wars episode. It was probably the best looking Clone Wars. But yeah, it was shot for shot exactly the same, except for a couple of Easter eggs and things that were different. Jerry, what were the couple of things and the big thing you noticed that connected to Rebels?
Well, I don't know. There was something I kind of realized just kind of talking with you tonight. I realized it earlier, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's going to play into the story because we are. I think they're going to stick pretty close to the arcs, but if they're going to be, if Filoni is chucking these Easter eggs from the canon in there, you guys know I am a self-proclaimed. I claim that title myself. I am a canon junkie. I love the connections, make the world more tight and connected.
Yes.
Then I'm excited to rewatch these arcs again, fully animated. I've always wanted to see them fully animated. I've always been like, they can totally just animate these and release them.
Yeah,
like as movies,
which they did.
Look, here they are. Here we are. Disney Plus getting something we never thought we'd get, and it's so. I saw again. Shout out to Kelly of Team Ahsoka on Twitter.
She's the one that kind of found it, right?
She's amazing. I think she is. A lot of people probably found it, but she's the one that the biggest account that I saw shouting it out that I saw it from. But she didn't point it out. So again, if you don't want to know, if you haven't seen the episode, then why are you even listening to our podcast? I'm just kidding. You're welcome. But all of us nerds have seen it already. But if you didn't spot the Easter egg and you want to find it yourself, just tune out, whatever. There is a fear knock from season 1 of Rebels, and if you don't know what a fear knock is, it is the cat lizard that looks like it's dressed like Batman from whenever the episode that everyone thought was like the filler episode of that season, where and then Ezra and Kanan end up going back there. Anyway, it's when Hera and Sabine go there and they lose the fuel and those creatures are in that old Clone Wars base, which was cool to see. But those creatures, you can see one of them. They have the yellow glowing eyes you can see in the dark. One of those is in the background of the
in a shot.
After that scene that we saw at Celebration where they're like fighting in that ravine, that canyon.
Yes.
The Bad Batch shows their stuff, man, and that is just a fantastic sequence.
Oh, it's amazing.
Guys, we're going to do our after arc show, our world's first after arc show, after the complete arc is finished. So this isn't it, but just, this is extra bonus, guys.
This is kind of a taste of what you might see,
Yeah. But, it's the camp out, when they're camping after that, and, after Cody is kind of, injured, and you see Rex and Cody It's a shot of them in the forest behind them, and behind them, kind of off on screen, the right of the screen, you see the eyes and like silhouette of a Fearnock.
Yes, it's so good.
Frynock, Fearnock. I think it's Fearnock. Which is, I love that the things that kind of live on asteroids and in space are like have knock at the, I guess. Yeah, Minox, Fearnocks.
Oh wow, that's a good point.
I'm down, man. Yeah, I've always wondered like with a connection between that stuff. It's like, is it just like a spacefaring animal thing? But anyway, but that's on that planet. You notice the base at the beginning that the Bad Batch lands on, that they're at on that planet, which that planet was neat. It was, dude. That's my new favorite planet. It's kind of like
opposite crate.
It was like a blue crystal underneath, kind of like a dark gray, like soil, and like when they're crashing, like the blue is beautiful.
Oh, it's
and
amazing.
Dude, I turned up the color on my TV just to like enjoy the cracks of blue in the ground. It is beautiful.
One thing I will say is it's definitely one of the best looking episodes of Clone Wars, not just because of how the new animation looks, but like the way it's cinematically shot, like with like the cameras following them half the episode. It was so good. It was so different.
Dude.
It was very refreshing.
It was very refreshing, and it was very I don't know, it's good to be back, but
hey, can I give my hot take real quick?
Yeah. Real quick, yeah, go for it.
The Hunter character, the one with the bandana, looks like Rambo.
Solid Snake.
Yeah, Solid Snake, yeah. That one in particular was very interesting because each character kind of said, well, this one's more of the brains, this one's more of the sharpshooter, this one's more of the, whatever. They had their whole explanation, and they're like, well, what's up with him? They said he feels the vibrations in the ground. And I'm like, ooh, y'all, what if Dave throws at us, just like to really like make us think, classic Dave Filoni style, that there is a force-sensitive clone out there? Because that's kind of the interpretation I got of it. Like feeling the sensation of something when it's coming and not doing it, like doing it through the force. I don't know. Maybe it's just a little bit of the force. I don't know. I think it's super interesting.
Well,
it would be such a cool sandbox.
It can be implied now, man, and we're living in a post like Rebels, Resistance, Mandalorian world, man. Like,
oh my god! And think about it. Wait,
Dave Filoni is a tricksy hobbit, and
1000%,
dude. Like, you were talking about something earlier about him on Chef, and stuff. What was it like the episode where they were at Lucasfilm? Like, what were they saying?
Can I bring that up real quick?
Yeah.
Jerry and I discussed this before we recorded, but there was an episode of Chef, okay? The one that Jon Favreau does for Netflix, right? And on this episode, he goes to Lucasfilm and he cooks with Dave Filoni, and it must have released, God, probably 6 months before the Mando, or it might have even been 1 month. I don't remember. But they talk about, in the episode, the Darksaber over and over. They maybe bring it up 4 times. And the whole time I'm thinking, Katie's the one that pointed it out. And she's like,
freaking blowing my mind, dude. That was before I saw Mandalorian.
Oh, before any of it. And to think they were talking about it so much, it was on the front of their mind, obviously. And then he brings up crazy enough Beskar. He said it's like Beskar armor. It's like the same color as Beskar. And we had no idea what that even... I don't know. It just blows me away.
I think I might have made a connection to Rebels because I think... Or, I don't know, because I remember Sabine not mentioning... I don't remember Beskar being mentioned. It might be. But I remember her like talking about her armor being forged. And I think that whenever I first watched it, that's where my mind went.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. Dave...
It's just
the master.
So subtle.
This is how Dave is a tricksy hobbit, man. He's like
dropping
hints. He's switching t-shirts in the middle of panels. He's dropping hints in Jon Favreau's freaking cooking show. That man is insane. I mean, Dave, I love you, man. You're amazing. And just come on our show. I'm just excited.
Open invite. You and Paul Stanley can talk.
Open invite. Anytime you want, Dave. Anytime. But I can't believe what Dave does.
No, I can't believe it either. And, to think...
it's insane.
We know we're going to get a little Kanan. We know that connection's going to happen. Could you imagine if we get, a Din Djarin mention or something crazy?
Oh, my gosh.
Or, a little boy.
Or where does, like maybe a little bit of like a mall starting the beginnings of Crimson Dawn.
Oh, God.
Even, dude. At the beginning, like hashtag make Solo 2 happen, dude. I mean, come on.
That could definitely be a possibility. It's just so incredible. I don't know. I feel lucky to be in this time and
it's crazy.
Well, to kind of move us along, just to get into the next chunk.
Real quick, man. I want to say, if I can, the big thing that I noticed that I don't know if it's going to come into play or anything is that base that they are on.
Oh,
I don't think I fully said it, dude. The base that the Bad Batch shows up to that they're on that planet, and we got a Fear Knock. Those Fear Knocks were in an asteroid belt.
Yes.
On an asteroid base, we thought. But that base looks exactly the same.
It's
the same
cargo
runway,
area,
airstrip, and oh my gosh, man. I'm like, and I thought that whenever we got that first trailer back at San Diego Comic-Con, when they first announced it was coming back. Again, Trixie Hobbit. Dude. What happened? Is that planet? What happened to that planet? Anyway,
that could be the case.
Let's leave you with that sizzle. So, Scott, firmly move us on, sir.
I have to bring it up because I know in your household there will be a lot of this. But, no, like we said earlier, no Project Luminous stuff on this episode. Definitely the next episode when you listen. And we'll be discussing, giving our full thoughts on the Dooku erotic novel.
Right.
But,
a bunch of fake Project Luminous news here. So.
Yes, the Betamax tape that's dropping that has the original cut of the Phantom Menace, the 6-hour-long one. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that actually exists.
Yeah, so, no, but in all seriousness, there is some amazing new merch dropping, and I know at the cable household, we will definitely see some Baby Yoda stuff coming into their home, and especially the animatronic Baby Yoda that, like, pees and poos. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, man, if it actually pees and poos, my daughter is going to be in heaven. Honestly, kids love things that actually.
It just sounds so 90s. Like,
I mean, it's funny, but like, that would be a 90s thing. Like, there's like a.
We've got a doll that pisses and shits.
You remember? You remember the Cabbage Patch doll?
Yes, that
actually ate that. Well, no. Well, I think it pooped, but it ate.
Yes,
it ate food.
It ingested
and they had
things.
to discontinue it because it frickin' ate all the little girls' hair.
Oh.
like it would like grab onto their hair and just munch up to the top of their head and their scalp, and it was just horrifying.
That's amazing.
That's why you never make a doll with teeth.
No, you don't.
That's the
Chucky
But
level.
yes, oh dude, the Baby Yoda animatronic.
That's amazing.
Like we already have the My Co-Pilot Chewie.
Yeah.
They came out with For Real Friends and stuff when Solo came out. Because my Eleanor loves Chewbacca. She's always had an affinity for Chewie.
Who doesn't?
But she is in love with Baby Yoda. She isn't in love with The Mandalorian. She doesn't like the show, but she likes watching the clips of Baby Yoda. And shout out to Mr. Perry Grip, who makes a lot of children's music.
Oh, yes, I've heard the song.
And the Baby Yoda song. Dude, there's an hour loop of it. That Allison I'm sorry, my lovely wife is
child or being.
My lovely wife doesn't watch it on hours on end, but
but you know who does?
Eleanor can crush that like a champ. Like God. She can watch like 10 hours of that and still be like
super
ready
into it,
ready to do your taxes and stuff. Like it's insane. It's insane. Hey, she's almost 3. What can you do?
Neither here nor there.
Like rock it. You can put it like you can rock it to sleep. Not put it to sleep because that would be sad. But you can rock it to sleep.
Gerald.
Sorry guys. You can rock it to sleep. It goes to sleep and it coos and. I mean, are you kidding me? If we don't get one of those, my 2-year-old's gonna burn the house down.
Yeah.
So
she'll know.
Anyway.
No, I'm looking forward to the Black Series
Yoda. Showed her
that,
the video, man.
Well, I'm looking for the Black Series Baby Yoda that can keep in my pocket, and just like take it out and like
and just take him out and kiss him every now and then.
And then like while I poop, like play with him, Oh my
gosh.
It's that kind of energy we're bringing tonight,
dude. There are so many mental images that people are going to be so upset. Like, they're
going to unsubscribe. This is it.
Please send.
This is
please
the
send
final
all. Please send all complaints to bombadcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
No, I'm
this
just kidding.
This is the final order.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
This is good. This is good.
You know what? All we got to do as Star Wars fans, hey, man, we got like a full Skywalker Saga 4K box set coming out in like a month. We've got
8 movies for some reason.
We've got $80 Baby Yoda robots coming out. We've got Celebration coming out. We've got the tickets for Star Wars Night dropping unexpectedly. Everything for Celebration drops unexpectedly, and I'm like, I'm learning that I should always have like a briefcase of cash, like I'm in frickin' Reservoir Dogs, dude.
Yes.
And like ready to go anytime. Like there's the hint that Star Wars is going to do like a Celebration. So
yeah, I agree,
dude. But as always, Star Wars fans, it's time to get that third job. So thank you, Hasbro.
Get to
this one's for you. This one's for you.
No, I'm really looking forward to the Baby Yoda merch, only because like I do want a Baby Yoda on my shelf, and I do want
dude.
like I'm not a plush guy, but damn it, if I don't have that on my couch, like I'm being serious,
dude.
Like,
I want to go.
Honest.
I want to go to frickin' Build-A-Bear and whisper like a happy thought into Baby Yoda's heart and stuff him myself. And I want to give Baby Yoda a frickin' air bath. I have been to Build-A-Bear. I've made one for my wife. I've made one for my daughter.
Now
so
you're making one for
I do not
you.
mess around, dude.
This is for
mess
you.
around.
This is
and
for
I
you,
will
Gerald.
frickin' I will type up that thing's birth certificate and name it Baby Loda. You have my word. Unless it's probably going to be my kids, so she can name it whatever.
Nah, it ain't Eleanor's. It is 100% Gerald's.
We are sharing it. She can have it on the weekends.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna take it to work
You
with me. I'm gonna take it to work with me in a backpack like Luke in Empire Strikes Back, dude. So, or I'm gonna like. I want the animatronic one to just follow me everywhere. We haven't even talked about sound effects in this episode. But what do you guys expect? It's one of those episodes, classic Bombadcast. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad to be here
you
too,
guys,
Jerry. Oh no,
man, Paul!
He's
I thought
back.
you had left.
No,
oh my
Abby,
gosh.
guys, how we doing?
Paul Stanley is the Wilson of our
love
podcast.
Yoda. I love that Yoda's a baby. I like that they went back in time.
Paul, did you understand my Home Improvement reference?
I love Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul. Anyway, fun fact: that show took place in
like
Detroit, Michigan.
That
Michigan. So
that sounds like Banjo-Kazooie.
oh my gosh, we are off the frickin' rails.
Yes. Excuse me. All right, Paul.
We are the rise of the resistance of Star Wars podcast right now. There are no rails. We're just free rolling in this giant Star Destroyer right now.
Paul just left. I'm sorry.
Paul,
I don't.
No,
Jesus.
Paul. It's good. It's good. You know, like
He loves this show.
Is Wilson the guy? Am I saying Home Improvement? Am I saying the right name?
Who are you? Get off my podcast.
Yeah, this is not a Home Improvement podcast. Sorry.
If we were going to talk about Tim the Tool Allen Tim Talon Bondaler, we would.
Did you just call him Tim the Tool?
Tim Tool the Tim Man Tim Tom Tim Taylor. And
anyway, dude, there's nothing as underrated as early '90s Tim Taylor, Tim Allen. Anyway,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus. There is no one quite as underrated as Jesus.
Scotty, holy crap. Scotty, we have a segment we usually do with guests, or we've started doing with guests again.
Bringing it back up.
We brought it back from the early days.
It's
called Best Favorite Most Fun. Favorite Most Fun. And we are doing Star Wars Sound Effects edition of Best Favorite Most Fun with Scotty and Jerry.
And Paul.
Paul, I guess you can give some input here. Yeah. So Scotty, do you want to go first, or would you like me?
You go first, Gerald.
What do we want to do? Okay, let me see here.
Jerry, you're pretty vanilla though. Let's be honest. You're pretty vanilla,
dude. If I'm vanilla, I'm like a French silk vanilla. Okay, like Blue Bunny. Like, I mean, I'm
you
Ben
should try
Jerry's.
Kisses Ben & Jerry's flavored ice cream.
Paul,
Everyone
I'm gonna have
to
to
the
ask
left
you.
say
Paul,
yeah.
Paul, can you,
Everyone to the right, say no.
Paul, I love you, man. We're trying to do a show here. Can you just take it back? Like Paul Stanley.
Let me say
everybody.
Can I say one thing? One thing.
Go for it, Paul. Go for
Jerry,
it. Paul.
I want you to lick it up. Lick up that vanilla ice cream. That's all I got to say, Jerry.
You know what? I'm not going to put it past me, Paul, but I really hope I finish it before it melts. So, thank you. Thank you for your concern,
Enjoy
though.
the ice cream. Everyone,
Yeah.
enjoy the rest of your day. And stay Bombad, Grantner. Sorry. I'm so
thank you.
sorry.
Shout out to our Gretna listeners. Again, Paul Stanley, an unknown member of the Bombadcast, showing up again. Like we have
T-shirt idea.
We have at least
third member.
we have at least 10 was it shelved episodes.
Yes,
with
we
Paul.
do. We do.
So just stay tuned for
he
those
might be
guys.
mentioned later.
But this best favorite most fun thing. Best favorite most fun Star Wars sound effects. Again, Paul Stanley, everybody of Kiss. Thank you, Paul. Who knows where he'll pop in? Best favorite most fun. Okay, so you guys know how this works. But me and Scotty, there's an extra twist, Scott. We're going to name our favorite sound effects, our best favorite most fun, right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to try to we're going to try our best.
We're really
And you
going to
guys
try
know-
not to. It's so
You
hard.
guys know how freaking hard it is for me, especially for me and Scotty, to not make mouth sounds. We're not. We
Like
are
Dooku.
going to. This whole episode is evidence of that. We are 40 minutes in. We have not yet talked about our topic. My friends, are going to make the sound effects with our mouths at the end of the episode before we play some of your imitations of your favorite Star Wars sound effects. So, but best favorite most fun. We're gonna just say them now. Do the impressions later. So my best, I think, is the lightsaber sound effect.
Ooh, like the
And it's
classic
just
one? Like
classic lightsaber,
Yeah.
but I think if I had to pick one, it would be the Skywalker saber.
Oh,
the hero saber. Dude,
Vanilla,
you got
but it's
Anakin,
good.
Luke, and Rey, all holding on to that saber, and not at the same time. But
It's for Dooku.
that's in Dooku.
Oh, God, no. No.
Dooku. That's in Dooku, an exhaustive knowledge of our skills with lightsabers. But anyway,
It's the prologue.
check it out, guys. Hey, go check out Dooku's Patreon, man. I mean, not for the faint of heart, but go for it. My favorite. So Skywalker lightsaber, best. Classic lightsaber sound. Favorite, you guys know this. It is, what's it called? The seismic charge from Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
Love
so
it,
hard
and
not
it
to
is-
do.
Oh my gosh! I just about my head almost exploded with that noise just now. Trying not to do that. And most fun. Dude, this is the hardest one, but I think that go check out Dooku's Patreon. But that was a subtle joke right there. Subtle callback.
Subtle. We're
Not
good
safe for
about
work.
subtle.
Not safe for work, man. We're the Bombadcast. I tend to lean towards Jar Jar things since we started this, so I'm gonna go with Jar Jar doing his triple axle swan dive into
yes.
the lake in Phantom Menace because
That's
I just love
good.
that, and holy crap, I almost just did it again. Scotty, what are yours?
Okay, so mine's vanilla too. You know I like vanilla.
Hey man, I love that vanilla ice cream.
the best.
Slap that vanilla on some white bread, son.
Yes, ma'am. We'll do. The best. Okay, it's a hard one not to do, but it's very particular. It's the First Order TIE taking off in The Force Awakens when Finn and Poe steal it,
specific.
and it stutters.
Oh
it's
my gosh,
such
I
a
love
good
that scene.
noise. Oh, it's such a good noise.
This is
I
so
know.
hard not to do the sound
I
effect.
know. I can do it when I'm going to do it later.
Oh my gosh.
The That's the best. Okay, my favorite right now is when the Falcon either is taking off or not working, where it has that like shutdown sound. It's so good. It's so good. And then
Oh man.
the most fun that
that.
I've done before, like in public, and I don't know why I've done it, I really like the porg noise. Big fan of it.
Ooh,
It's just,
and I almost just did it again, but that's
I know. So wait for the end, man. It'll be
dude,
good
that's
payoff.
that's so fun. That's so fun. I love that.
But like this kind of brings back into it, and like we already brought in our list. So like the one thing that has to be like mentioned here is like how incredible Ben Burt is, and what Ben Burt did for filmmaking. And I think he actually edited the prequels as well. Not even just did sound design, he also edited the prequels. So like what Ben Burt did for Star Wars cannot be understated. But I will say this. Those original, most of our sounds we actually said were all from the first Star Wars. Like really,
Yeah.
It shows how impactful a movie from 1977 still is. You know, like
Right. Well, they're still used and worked throughout different films and stuff these days too. Like,
Yes.
I mean, you can hear all those sounds.
yes,
Everything. We were watching Toy Story 2 the other day, and I noticed this whenever I think I saw it in theaters. Whenever Buzz Lightyear waves his hand through, like at the beginning of Toy Story 2, you know, it's like the video game.
Oh, there's a
whatever,
bunch
dream
of
sequence.
Star Wars. There's a bunch of Star Wars callbacks in
Sound
that
effects,
one.
dude, and like I don't know. Toy Story is amazing. We you know, maybe we'll do a Star Wars adjacent on that someday.
Oh, I would love that. My buddy
Do you like
Kevin
the old
loves
trilogy?
that.
Heck yeah, dude. We haven't done one of those since Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull, man.
Yes.
But hey, you know, maybe we'll do one this year. Who knows? But dude, whenever he gets to that battery, it's like a double A, but he waves his hand through it. It's the womp womp womp.
Yes.
It's the lightsaber.
Yes.
It's him. It's Ben Burt. That dude. That file footage of him like waving that wand, that electrical wand or whatever, in front of that television or that
television, yeah.
monitor. It's a mic in front of a monitor, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredible. It really is just so incredible.
How?
Well, you know what? I was showing my students this.
How were movies made? How were movies made before Ben Burt
No, like
came into our lives, dude?
I want to bring this up real quick. There's one cool sound, like if you take a regular slinky, which I had a lab with my kids about gravity in the beginning of, I guess in January with my students, and I showed them like you can have the full-on lightsaber blaster noise if you put your ear up to the other end of the slinky and someone like plucks it or like flicks it. It makes pew pew. It literally makes the noise, and it's so incredible that Ben Burt figured that out on like a wired fence. Just like how he did certain noises, and he literally took the Chewbacca roar from like 4 different animals and made them together. It's just so incredible. Yeah, like it's so hard not to talk about just his contribution to Star Wars for an entire 4-hour session. I mean, it's like insane. He did so much for the saga and for what we know as Star Wars noise today. Everything.
Yeah, dude. I still am amazed with the magic of sound design. Like
Yes.
I wish that my brain worked that way. I mean, I used to like Scotty. You play music. I used to be in bands in like college and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not so talented as to play any instruments, but it amazes me the things he's like. They're just out recording everything.
Yes.
Like
Matthew Wood too.
I don't.
Another
dude,
one.
for real.
Another one that deserves a contribution because that is 100% the truth with him. Like, there's one thing I do want to bring up too about Ben Burt and like what he did, but like it's just he made the sound of Star Wars, and like half the thing with Star Wars is it's got to be convincing. And when you watch the first one, that was probably such a hard thing to pull off, and he did it.
Yeah.
You know, and like the pod race sequence, still one of the greatest sequences of all time because of the sound.
Dude,
it's all sound design. It's literally it's narrative storytelling with visuals, okay, and sound. It's like George Lucas's. That's like it's like the most George it can be. Honestly, no dialogue, just visuals and sound. he just does it so well. It blows me away every time. I've been watching the movie since I was 5, and every time I watch it, still it's the most exciting part of the movie. It's 20 minutes of noise. That's it. It is.
Oh man, it's so good. And I don't know, dude. Like, can you believe that man's brain? We seriously. And he is the one who I believe brought the stock scream, the famous scream that we all love.
Yes.
Every one of us, because of what was he put it in Star Wars? He put it in Indiana Jones, and it's been in everything since then.
Dude,
it's been in Clone Wars even.
It was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Wilhelm scream was
gosh.
in. Yes. So when you watch it, Jerry,
the
it's
Wilhelm.
It's literally, dude, I kid you not. If you, I'll give you my login. I don't care. If you watch the beginning of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, within the first 5 minutes,
dude.
there's a part where a cowboy gets shot and they fall off the top of a roof, and it's the Wilhelm scream. So like even like
It's so
savant, like amazing directors like Tarantino will acknowledge like how classic that scream was, because it's a Hollywood trope now almost. I'm pretty sure it's been in Jay and Silent Bob movies. It's been all over the place. That's the beauty of it. Like, honest to God, it's such a cool idea. And Jerry, in the notes, I want you to kind of talk about it, because this is something I don't know that much about. You know, and tell us more about the Wilhelm scream.
Well, the Wilhelm scream, it's a stock sound effect, right? And I've pulled up some information on it. We've all watched like behind the scenes stuff on it, but it's like it's so there's so much to this. This scream has so much history. But just kind of a little overview. It's been in at least 433 films that we know of, and TV series. As of, let's see, was it January 2020 was when this Wikipedia page was. And you know, when you go on a Wikipedia page, the Wikipedia page is, you know, you're getting the best information because anyone can go on there and write things.
Yes,
But,
perfect.
so as of January 2020, let's see, this is, I think beginning in 1951 for the film Distant Drums. For someone who falls from a great height, usually used for that. Voiced by actor and singer Sheb. Sheb? Did Palpatine record this? Is this Palps? Is this a stage name? Sheb Woolley? Sheb Woolley. The old actor and singer Sheb Woolley. Sounds named after Private Wilhelm.
Let's give our best Wilhelm scream, by the way.
Private Wilhelm, the character in, hold on, it's not, see, it says it was first used in Distant Drums, but then it says it's named after this dude from this movie from 1953, or was it The Charge at Feather River?
Yeah.
And the guy gets shot with an arrow and like falls down. So anyway, that's like your
so
history.
Much convoluted history.
Dude,
it goes on to say it's a Western with a character gets shot in the thigh with an arrow. This was first used in the Warner Brothers stock sound library, although this Charge at Feather River was believed to have been the third film used the effect. The effect gained new popularity and often used as being an in-joke, and it was used in the Star Wars series, Indiana Jones series, animated Disney and Pixar films, and other blockbuster films, as well as television programs, cartoons, and video games.
It has been used so many times in Clone Wars. Seriously, dude. And, okay, so our best Wilhelms. Here we go.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of an early thing for you guys. So
Let's hear,
go ahead,
Gerald.
Scotty.
No, you're going Ed first.
All right.
This is you.
All right, I'll bite this bullet. Here we go. The Wilhelm.
That's pretty good.
I'm sorry for everyone's eardrums that just blew out. I should have leaned away from the mic. Oh, let me... I'm trying to think of that stormtrooper falling in A New Hope. It's something like that.
Okay, I got mine.
Okay, give me your best shot, Scotty.
I'm gonna kind of muffle my voice backward from the mic because it does sound kind of muffled. It's not a very clear sound either. You know what I mean? Like it's when they use it and they make it really quiet, so it's not that strong of a noise. Okay.
Right. Unless it's for comedic effect. But go ahead.
So all right, here's mine. Okay, here's my best Wilhelm. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What'd you think, man?
Man, Scott, I don't know how to tell you this, but
What'd you think? Why?
that was horrifying.
What?
Mine
Why?
was quite frankly, as someone who enjoys doing impressions and stuff, and quite clearly, I am the guy from Police Academy of our generation. But anyway,
What are you talking about? Are you saying it was
digress.
bad?
I haven't heard anything that bad
Dude.
since I heard my my dad back over my cousin's accordion in third grade.
That's a little harsh, but
That's
okay.
harsh. I was gonna go harsher. I was gonna say it sounded like my dad ran over my cat in third grade, but no. Sorry guys. It was okay. It was close.
all right, whatever. We got to move
All right.
on. This
Yeah.
is yeah.
We may last only a couple more episodes because of that. I don't know if I can handle that any more of that. So
That was not. Hold on. I'm gonna cut this. That was
Okay,
messed.
cut.
That's messed up. What you just did. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cut this, man. That was just unnecessary. I really tried my best to
You know
give
what?
you no. Let me finish.
If you had
Jerry,
any
let me finish. Thought.
guts.
Oh, dude, I got guts right now, man. You're the one that looks like a freaking Ewok. You child. You bearded baby.
Okay.
Just let me talk.
That's it.
Throw your tantrum. Little baby. Stop.
Yeah.
Look, let's get on with the show.
I just threw my headphones. Yeah.
You know, I heard that and it was unnecessary.
You just like your scream. I'm sorry. It slipped out.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk after
we gotta
the show.
move on.
I'm so pissed off.
We gotta
man.
continue. We gotta continue.
We do. I know. For the sake of this awful
For the
thing we've got
sake of the
going.
Bombad. No, for the sake of the Bombad fam, we gotta do it, man. We gotta stay together. We gotta stay together for the kids. So
You're the one and only idiot in this podcast. I'm moving on.
I love you. I'm sorry. Okay. Baby, come back. You could blame it all.
All right, let's move on.
Me.
Let's move on,
All right,
man.
let's go.
Let's move on.
Let's go.
I'm done. We'll make it work.
All
All right, guys. Sorry about that. We had a little discussion. Me and my buddy Jerry over here. We had to do a little quick talk. So
Don't worry, baby birds. Mom and dad are okay. We're good.
yeah, maybe. But anyway, Jerry.
We'll be fine. You like weekends with dad, right? Anyway, I don't know.
Or mom. Or Dooku.
Oof. Weekends with Dooku, man. We
Long
cannot bring up
weekend.
because there are
3 days.
there are preschoolers present. So go for it.
No, Jerry, you're the one who had an epiphany the other day. Because we were talking about the Wilhelm Scream, which we often talk about every morning. And Jerry's like, they put that article about something called the George. And Jerry, what is the George?
Well, you see, this case is a donut hole. The hole in the middle of a donut. But a donut hole in the donut's hole. But we must look a little closer. And when we do, we see that the donut hole has a hole in its center. It is not a donut hole at all, but a smaller donut with its own hole. And our donut is not a hole at all. Yes, that's right. This is a big mystery, Scotty.
Where is it?
Thank you, Benoit Blanc, for that wonderful intro.
The long-awaited
What is
episode.
the George? What is the George? We just now got the name. That's what really inspired
That
this.
is true.
There was that big article where Matthew Wood was I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing. I think he was shoving people in closets if they won an Oscar. I don't know. But
shoving him in there.
I think he was just like
People overreacting about it being whiny
Adam
little
was like,
babies.
Well, yeah. Adam was like, "Can I just throw a blanket over my head?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Anyway, dude, a couple years ago, Clayton Sendell, shout out to that boy over there. at ABC.
that
I don't know what
boy
that.
over there.
I have no clue
What
where
the
that
hell
voice
was
came
that?
from. Dude,
What was that, dude?
I will never be able to replicate that. But our boy,
What? No, hold on. I'm sorry. You just came from Kenner, Louisiana. That was one of the weirdest things you've ever done. I've known you for a year now, and that was bizarre. That boy over there.
Sometimes it's like someone from that part of Louisiana channels my body, and it
From
just kind of
Kenner?
like pops out.
Jesus.
I have no clue what happened just then.
Very small stroke, I think.
This episode was supposed to be an hour and 15, guys, but we'll see.
We're hoping it still is, but we'll see.
We're hoping that we're done in time for me to go to work on the next day that we're
Following
recording this.
day, yes.
The following day. But anyway, after The Last Jedi came out, we had Clayton Sendell over at ABC News. He's like their big Star Wars guy. He's like a good friend of the Resistance broadcast. Dude,
Yes.
I love all the stuff that Clayton is
He's a
just
G.
a fun dude. He's a fun dude. They released what was it The Force of Sound?
Yes, great
which
little
was a
special.
documentary about. It was about like it was kind of like back in the day, dude, like in the 80s and 90s when they released like stuff like how they made the sound effects and stuff it felt like a throwback to that stuff that we loved when we were kids, like, oh, we're so hungry for like Star Wars content and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this is why, again, we have a t-shirt that saved the bonus features because of
Yes.
stuff like this. And
It's
again,
the truth.
Clayton, you're the man for making this, man, for putting this together. But about like, them making sounds for Last Jedi, and in that 20-minute special, they Matthew Wood revealed that there is something that they've secretly been replacing the Wilhelm with in this new era of Star Wars.
Yes.
And that was the beginning of the donut hole, if I may. And that was the beginning of the donut. The donut was going into the Krispy Kreme oven.
Oh.
And, oh my gosh, I want a Krispy Kreme now.
So good.
But anyway, this year, again, in that closet article, Matthew revealed that they call it the George because it was recorded. And here's another part of the mystery, a wrinkle, if you will, another hole in the donut, if you will, sir. It is that I believe the quote from Matthew Wood says that it is it's a sound effect they're replacing that with. They recorded it for George recorded it for. Why am I forgetting the name of this film? This is not going to be edited either. I look like a dummy.
No, what is it, dummy?
Brain.
Graffiti or THX on the
Yeah.
38?
It was recorded for American Graffiti.
Wasn't it like a sneeze though? I thought it was like a sneezy.
I don't know, dude. It could be. Who knows? We don't know what it is, but apparently George recorded this. They call it the George, which really makes me like. Everyone's kind of running with this. It's Scream. It's a new Scream because it's replacing the Wilhelm. I think this is where it's coming from, and I don't know, guys. We'll what is the actual quote? I don't know if you can pull it up or what we got, but like the actual quote, I don't know. I really feel like he just said that it's a sound effect that George recorded for American Graffiti, and they've been using it since like Force Awakens, before
So
Force
good.
Awakens. Now there's a video. Maybe we'll give them a shout out. I forget the exact people who made it up. They boldly
They did a lot
claim
of
that
research.
They did a lot of research. We have done in classic Bombadcast fashion zero to no research.
So much.
I mean, this isn't the Bombad buildup. What do you want from us?
Exactly.
And, yeah, dude. Come on. I have to put food on the table for my baby Yoda animatronic figure. So we've got. I think people are running with it's replacing the Wilhelm, and it's recorded by George, and I think they're thinking it's now. Let me say, I would absolutely be over the moon if it is actually George Lucas doing a ridiculous scream.
That'd be insane.
that would be better than watching that video filmed, and the shout out to Blast Points saying that like George recorded that Phantom Menace video in the like kitchen of a restaurant he owns,
yeah.
or something.
I know
The
exactly
kitchen
what
of
you're
a
talking about.
restaurant where he like is talking.
He's like, if you're here at this panel, I love you.
And so George Lucas has told me and Scotty and you know, our friends that he loves us. I don't know if he's told you that, but he told all of us at Celebration he loves us because we love the Phantom Menace. So suck on that, I guess. But the George, Scotty? What do you think the George is? Again, shout out to I really wish I could remember the names of those people, but the people who did all that great research and think that they found what the George is. What do you think the George actually is?
I think, okay, so the George to me, okay, this is where it gets interesting. I think the George is going to be something that might be a scream, but I think it's more of like I almost think it's more of like a sneezing kind of sound, like a something like that. It's, I don't know. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disparage your guess because I have nothing.
Yeah.
But like, just like, you did just like a gasp.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
dude,
I don't know. It's got to be subtle.
do you think it's that subtle?
I think it's subtle.
You think it's that subtle?
Or if it is a scream, the only suspect I had, and it's one of the ones they kind of speculated to on in the video, was the little biker guy from Solo who ends up getting flipped off his bike after Han bumps into him, or he like drives into something at the very beginning on Corellia.
See, the one that I really latched onto, which is the same, sounds like the same scream.
Yeah.
They are onto something. They are
Yes.
onto something, and I would love it if this is it and that it is George. But I don't know if you could put that. The one that I zeroed in on is the stormtrooper that gets shot by BB-8 at the end. Whenever like the holo maneuver happens and BB-8 takes over the ATST.
Yeah.
And starts blasting. Like he blasts some stormtroopers, and one goes. And you can, I can do it real quick, but you can also, if you want Scotty more work to do, you can put the actual like sound effect from Solo and that in.
Okay.
It's the ah or something.
Yeah.
Can you imagine George Lucas
Showing that much emotion? No.
making
No.
frickin' American Graffiti about his time in Modesto, and he's like,
Hold on, I think we need a sound effect for when they almost the cars almost hit each other. Right here. When I'm gonna make it. Ron Howard's not here, so I'm gonna make it. Hold on. Let me just lay a track down.
I can't imagine.
Lay me down a sick beat there. Will you?
Real 2 dialogue 2.
Real 2 dialogue 2. Oh, that's catchy. I'll have to hold on to that. Hey, what's up? What's up, Coppola? What's up, Copy, my boy? Listen to this. Here you go. I'm gonna lay it down for you. Here we go.
That's it.
All right, hold on. Did you get it? You got that? Okay. All right.
That's
I'm gonna
it.
go have a Diet Coke. I'm gonna go have a Coke and a Hershey bar.
Diet Coke. Did they even have
dude,
Diet Coke in 73?
not in the 70s. Not in the 70s. I don't think Diet Coke even existed back then. I don't know. Like, everyone back then was like trying to think of medical uses for actual Coca-Cola. So,
That's really mean to all the boomers that listen.
yeah. If I just woke up my 3-year-old, I'm probably dead. But anyway,
Oh, we'll find out.
dude. But no, okay. But yeah, no, Scotty, you can drop those screams in.
Yeah, I will.
And I don't know, guys. I think they might be onto something. I do. Go check out that whole video. They kind of. We just watched Wall-E this weekend with Eleanor, and that's apparently one of her favorite movies. Now she's reacted to that movie like I've never seen her react to a film.
Wow.
So that was cool
great
to
movie.
watch.
Great
it was
movie.
fun to watch, man. It was so much fun. But I don't know, man. They could be onto something. But go check out that video. I'll post it out. Later on the Bombadcast Twitter page. But do we? Is it even a scream? You were saying you think it's like almost a sneeze.
Yeah, I think it's something just George.
Is there any moment?
A grunt or a sneeze.
Like I think it's just George sighing.
Yeah.
Just like,
I think it's. I mean, from the Dooku novel, it's probably a bunch of grunts.
It's in every. Holy crap, dude! We are getting some. We are getting some mileage on that Dooku book, and that Dooku book talks about all of Dooku's mileage as well.
Oh, dude! I wish we could fist bump.
Anyway, I wish we could fist bump through the internet, but sadly, we could. This is not a Facebook. So
No, it's not.
Anyway,
it's definitely not Facebook.
but how? It's insanity, dude. It is insanity.
Yeah, I don't know. Thinking
That we have this. I feel like what were you gonna say? What were you saying?
No, it's weird. Like you said, it is odd to think that we even have George being thrown in there at all. But like one of the most.
Well, and is it even George?
Exactly.
That's the thing. Is it even him? Is it just something he recorded, man? Is it like him? Is it him?
Here we go.
Is it him blowing a raspberry on Coppola's tummy? You know,
what the hell?
And they just throw that. They just throw that into.
That's in the Dooku novel.
Anytime this.
I swear that was in the Dooku novel.
Anytime they need the sound of like someone putting like whipped cream on someone's latte or something, it's just like and they have to cut it off real quick because Coppola is at the very end of the clip going, you know,
yeah,
and all
he's
that.
really loving it. This is post Godfather.
Man, the 70s, man. What a wild time.
What a weird velvet time.
What a wild time. But anyway, I don't know. You guys out there, okay? What do you think the George is? Help us fill in. Help us find the donut hole to the donut hole that is inside. We are a donut within a smaller donut within a donut with this George thing. Like, what is it? Have they figured it out? Is it that scream? Like, what is it? I don't know.
You know, I do want to say one thing before we kind of close out this portion, but like, even the fact that George gets his own sound bit is pretty beautiful. It's very Star Wars, and if they continue it, like, maybe we'll hear it in Mando. You know,
yeah. Oh, dude. Maybe we've already heard it in Mando.
And you never
just,
know.
Like, haven't rewatched it enough yet.
Yeah, you know? And good point. And you know, it's a funny thing. The coolest thing to me is like 40 years from now when Matt Wood is like seen as like the Ben Burt of his time, of the Phantom Menace era and the sequel trilogy. Yeah, I'm sorry, of the sequel trilogy era. You know, he's like the one that we like, or like how we're gonna look back at John Knoll the same way we look back at like Phil Tippett and Dennis Muren. You know. And the young and upcoming person's going to be like, oh, the George is good. We had its run. Now let's do the JJ or the Ryan. Like Ryan's laugh, you know?
Oh, dude.
He's got such a good laugh. And,
oh, my gosh. Ryan's laugh is legendary.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's like, yeah, they'll just throw it in there.
I imagine him reading every single anti-TLJ comment, just laughing uncontrollably.
I bet.
And it makes me so happy. We're talking about bread. I can't do a good Ryan Johnson because
I
respect the man. I respect the man too much. Dude, we're talking about bread. Come on. I know Star Wars. Anyway, go on.
No, but that's going to be the thing. You know, we're so lucky because we know this is going to continue and the beauty of the saga is going to continue. And yes,
it's so much fun.
We will get an answer to the George. I know we will. 10 years from now, we will have the soundbite that will be used everywhere. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how Star Wars fans are.
10 years after the next movie finally comes out.
Yes.
We will know because it seems that they're releasing more information after every film now.
The DOOKU novel really is opening up.
I know. If I have to... It's opening up what?
You dirty dog.
I don't know, man, but man, is my brow sweaty after this episode. No, dude. If I could say anything about the George, I think that it is. My theory is that it is something that is. It may be a scream, it may not, but it is something that is going to be as. I don't think it's going to be as subtle as you think. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be just like it's going to be something as iconic as the Wilhelm.
That would be awesome
if they're replacing it. Look, it may not be to us because we've lived with the Wilhelm like our entire childhoods.
Yeah.
But like
on a Star Wars fan,
our kids are going to be like, dude, can you believe that they used to do a different scream instead of the George?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe.
So, let me ask you real quick, Scott.
Yeah.
To end the conversation, cap it off completely before we move on. What would you replace the Wilhelm with?
Like my own noises, or like in general?
What kind of sound effect? What kind of sound? You yourself, sir,
Oh, wow.
are Matthew Wood. You are Matthew Wood, Scott. What would you replace the Wilhelm scream with?
If it's gonna be a scream, I would replace it. If I could use another sound bite.
Yeah, go for it.
God, I don't know. There's so many goers from the sequel trilogy that make me laugh, like or like even just get me excited. Just noises in general. I don't know, man. If I could pinpoint a sound effect that would be as good or even surpass it. Damn, I don't know. I like the way Kyle and Ren. I'm kind of confused on the question now because now I'm thinking like what noises could be reutilized.
Just like pretend you're Matthew Wood. Okay, you're Matthew Wood. You're sitting at Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
This is we are doing the Foley work on
The DOOKU film.
The Force Awakens.
Oh,
Holy crap, dude! Come on.
sorry, I had to throw it up.
No, dude. Oh, dude. So okay, you're doing all of the okay. Okay.
It's
My
okay.
parents are listening. My parents are listening.
Calm down.
So you're working on all the background moans, and no,
it's a bunch of people. It's like a brothel.
dude. Have you read his subreddit?
Dooku's?
You gotta join the $20 a month tier, man, of his Patreon. Anyway, okay, so you're Matthew Wood. You're doing the Foley work for Force Awakens, and you're like, okay, let's actually, for this new era of Star Wars, replace the Wilhelm with a new iconic sound effect. What is your iconic sound effect? And yeah, just go ahead and make the sound. Holy crap, you read my mind.
Just a good...
If there was like, what is going to replace the fart noise from the fart noise? I'm going back to our big Clinton Sindel. What is going to replace the fart noise? I got it. Phantom Menace.
This is it. This is the actual noise. It'd be this.
What do you got?
A very airy, like open butt fart.
Oh man.
So one Dooku lets out.
That was. Can you one more time? More time. So just we have. Hold on. So we make sure that we have the copies.
Pure audio file.
Hold on. This is going to be a Bombadcast. This is going to be the Wilhelm of the Bombadcast. Right here. You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it. It better be. Oh. It's almost midnight. It was almost midnight. Fart
After
noises.
midnight.
Oh my gosh.
Lord Jesus. So what's your noise? Top that.
I don't know, man, but the fart joke from the Phantom Menace is going to make a comeback this year.
It
I can
is.
already feel it.
Oh, t-shirt worthy.
That's a bit I'm finally going to continue. Pathetic mortals. Anyway, dude, let me see here. So I'm Matthew Wood.
Hey, Matthew Wood.
I'm smoking weed in the basement of Lucasfilm, 2015. I got hey, we got that stank weed. Here we go.
Yes.
Where is my consciousness? What sounds are my consciousness opened up to?
Oh my God! All the vibrations felt by Hunter.
I can hear rainbows at this point. Okay?
Yes, he's gone.
And the sound that a rainbow makes is the new Wilhelm, and that sound is this.
What? It was like a small shrew.
And that is also included with my. I guess you can include the background. Jack was helping me. As all Foley artists do, they combine sounds to make the sound, and you can hear while I'm going. Or excuse me. Jack is in the background going meow.
He's aiding it.
Dude. Well, hold on. This is why I need wireless headphones. My cat just got caught in my headphones because he loves to. You're good, buddy? Okay, good.
No, you're definitely gonna need the wireless
the-
headphones for the Dooku novel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I know. I just don't like it. The cords get too sweaty when I've been listening to like
I'm
the
beating this
excerpts
joke. I'm sorry.
they were releasing.
Dude,
I think the Dooku novel is going to continue from this episode. Guys, tweeted us your horrified pleas to stop. If you
so
actually
sorry.
want us to stop.
I almost feel bad.
Okay. All right. You know what feels bad?
What?
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to wait till Project Luminous comes out with a Dooku erotic novel.
Oh.
All right. So, guys, that is our conversation about the George. Let's move on to a little segment that we like to call Jakku Jargon.
Super funky, like
man.
Dooku's novel.
Way funky. And it also, man, every time that plays, I want to go out in my backyard and like dump my kid's sandbox over and slide down the tiny little incline of sand.
Yeah.
I don't know, on a plate. It's hard. I live in West Michigan. I'll try to make it to the sand.
He actually lives in a treehouse. I didn't know if anyone knows this.
We actually have sand dunes and stuff, so I don't know. But funny thing about sand dunes, no, you gotta, no, never mind. I'm not gonna make another reference to the Dooku.
I'm gonna try to stop.
Yeah.
Like Dooku's heart.
Dude, we are like Jim Carrey in The Mask. Somebody stop us.
Stop us.
So,
anyway,
guys, for Jakku Jargon this week, we asked you lovely people. We asked a couple of things actually, Scotty.
We did.
And, we got to see what we've received. Ask and you shall receive, but also ask sometimes, and you'll get some. We asked you, lovely Bombad family out there. Weesa need your thoughts. I don't think anyone's ever said the word Weesa.
Weesa need your
as
thoughts.
serious a voice. Weesa need your thoughts. I forgot that I tried to sound like Jar Jar Binks in that one. You know, it comes and it goes. What is your all-time favorite # Star Wars sound effect and why? We must know. Best answers make the show. Time for us to jump out of the system. Boom.
That's even
Nice
cooler
noise,
than the
you know.
Wilhelm.
Dude, that's what you do instead of the or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I still like your do the Wilhelm of the Bombadcast. Do your come on.
Okay, give me a second.
Give us a little
Here we
taste.
go.
Give us a little. Maybe taste is the wrong word.
I can't do it. You made me laugh. All right, wait.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. Nice. Very nice.
Very smooth.
I like the it's got a good tempo to it.
And you can change it up. You can go like a, or you can do like, or you can do like
Dude, you can make it
a big
you could
pop,
stretch it out
like a.
as long. I just-
It can have a little bit of a messy ending. It can
Man,
be.
you guys can tell we watched Heavyweights and all the 90s comedies like so many times.
Yes.
When we were kids. Anyway, so for Jakku Jargon, first up we have Seth Parnell at Gainalorian Saber. Oh wow, you changed. Nice handle, dude. Okay,
You change it up.
Hold on, Gainalorian Saber. Okay, I hope I'm reading that right. And Seth, you're a good friend, so thank you again for listening, sir. I enjoy you sending in lovely comments. Here we go. Seth Parnell, I would say the jump to hyperspace. It was one of my favorites because it helps put the star travel in Star Wars. So
nice.
when you hear that sound, you know you're dealing with a big universe. Also the Gonk droid because It's amusing.
Good one.
Hashtag stay Bombad. And to that, Seth, I say, gonk, gonk, gonky.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you. Scotty, would you like to read one?
I don't have it pulled up.
Sweet.
Sorry. If you want to
This is
send
the
me
kind
the
of
link.
quality Bombad quality. Do you want to?
Send Daddy the link, Gerald.
Sorry, Daddy. Okay. Devor Mondum, PhD, at DMondum. What's up, Devor? We have, let's see, the Imperial Alert.
Ooh, that one scares me.
It immediately brings to mind some great action sequences of Star Wars, like the Battle of Yavin and the fighting on Scarif. I love they used it when Rey's fighting into Exegol in The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
See, I almost don't remember. Oh, yeah. Because when she's fighting, I read that wrong. When she's flying into X-Wing.
Yes.
Yeah, when she's flying Luke's X-Wing. Absolutely. My gosh, good pull, Devor. You all you guys always pull some great answers.
Deep
on
cuts.
Jakku jargon questions. Good job. Deep cuts. And he included the Imperial Alert sound, which I will not play through my speaker. I don't know. I can, Scotty. Would you like to put it
Nope,
in?
maybe not, because I don't want to get copyright destroyed. Because I don't know. I don't know. You never know. I mean,
You guys know what we're
Jesus.
talking about here. If I do like the hold on, it's on YouTube. So here we go. Let's see if we can get it. That went over like a wet fart, dude. Okay, dude, Devor, thank you so much for sending that in, buddy. Love what you guys are bringing to this. Next up, we have Coruscant Radio Underground. So shout out to Andrew and Marisha,
Yes.
our good friends. Hey, our first appearance, man. Before I think our first episode.
It really
came out,
was. It was.
on. Thank you guys again for giving us our start, and we need to make our way onto that sometime, and we need to have maybe Andrew and Marisha
Yes.
on the Bombadcast. I know, hey, you guys are listening, so hey, here we go. So they posted a couple. I don't know if this is each of yours, or if it's just you wanted to put a couple, and that's cool. So firing sequence for the first Death Star. That's great. I don't even know if that's like the actual like blast of the Death Star, or if it's just, the whole thing.
I love that noise.
Anytime they flip a switch on the Death Star in A New Hope, I love that sound.
That
It's
noise is like
like
classic, like taking a
so
synth,
good.
a synthesizer,
And
turning a knob.
I can't even do the Death Star firing noise, but a synthesizer and doing what, sir? I'm sorry.
No, it's like when they take the synthesizer and they turn a modulation down on it, and it just like lowers the pitch.
Dude. Yeah.
It's so iconic because it's such an easy
so
noise
good.
to replicate.
It's so good. All right, so, and then their other one, Scotty, was, they said, followed closely by Sebulba's Pod Racer. And they had a GIF of the firing sequence for the first Death Star, and also a GIF of Sebulba, like, laughing at Anakin, I believe. And I think my sound effect that I came up with for the replacement of the Wilhelm is, like, a more maybe tenor version.
It is
of
it's a Sebulba noise. Yeah,
I forget what I even did, but it was like. I
it's
remember
a
being
good
so
noise.
enthralled by that. Whenever I do, as a 12-year-old watching that movie, like, whoa, that sounds like my dad's horrible like 1981 Scottsdale. It's insane. That's exactly what I thought at 12 years old. Sorry, Dad, that truck was a classic. Next, we have our buddy Patrick Covey.
Yes.
What's up, Pat? At Gannon136. Go follow all these people, man. They have some great
Content.
They're great follows on Twitter. He says, "How has no one said this yet? You can hear this, can't you?" And he posted a pic of the seismic charge going off. And I know, Pat, I know you were like talking about in the comments there, but joke's on you because in this episode it makes you look like a dummy because I already mentioned it. Ha! No, you're good. Thank you for sending that in. Dude, that's one of my favorites, Pat.
It's so good. So good.
And let's see here. Pizza and Parsecs commented and they said, yes, we're running through the prequels again right now. So this was the first thing that came to mind. I still remember feeling those seismic charges erupting in the theater. And that was one of the first scenes, Scotty, I ever put on whenever I got like my new sound system for my Blu-ray player, dude. You gotta hear. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
Right. So Chris at Crimson Rev. I agree with Sebulba's Pod. Also throw in the sound of the Force during Vader's Force choke. Which is, dude. the sound, like, they do like this. I don't know if it's like,
It's a rumble.
I think they just do this. They do this in the Clone Wars where they like, it almost sounds like a at the end.
Yeah.
Like it's the rumble of the Force, but also like the windpipe quickly restricting.
Yeah.
But way better sounding than what I just did. So, I don't know, dude. That's a classic. That's an underrated sound effect.
A sleeper sound effect, if you will.
Which, again, is one of the chapters in the DOOKU.
Oh, gross!
Sleeper sound effects, chapter 10. Don't miss it.
Can't wait. It's actually it's almost biblical with how many chapters it has.
It's he went a little overboard. A lot of time as the Count of Sereno, apparently.
Yes.
A lot of lonely nights.
Cool.
Rural Farm Boy, at a Rural Farm Boy. Anthony, thank you, sir. For me, I have two, and I'm not doing your voice justice, sir. TIE Fighter, and we know what that sounds like.
Oh, that was good, Gerald.
That's probably the best I've ever done it, honestly.
That was amazing.
That's because it's almost midnight, and you're welcome. And the E11 blaster, which I am not going to try to replicate. It's funny how many blaster sounds there are, Scotty. Like every single blaster makes a different noise. It's awesome. It's great. It fills out the world, but it's insane. Mm-hmm. Let's see. We've got Rez at RealRez WDub. What is up, Mr. Rez? Thank you for sending in a comment. He says, within my top 3 is the pure silence during the holo maneuver. Still an effect, right? And I posted from the Bombadcast a gif of Obama, I guess doing one of his famous jazz concerts, singing, ooh, yeah. Anyway. Sultry, smooth presidential tones there. Star Wars line by line. And this one, Star Wars line by line, I quickly followed after this. They're at Lou Skywalker 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. This might be my favorite. And Scotty, you don't know what it is.
No,
so,
I don't pay attention to anything. I write novels.
Star Wars line by line is a solid follow. Go check them out. At Lou Skywalker 4. The soft flutter of Watto's wings.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
You guys know the way into my heart. And,
that's gorgeous.
If we had, like, Resistance Broadcast has their Hall of Fame of answers that people send, and this is not, but
that would be Hall of Famer if we had Hall of Fame.
Dude, Star Wars line by line, you are a new best friend, okay? So Lou, if that is your name, if Lou Skywalker is your real name,
probably
you were
is.
Palpatine before, I don't know. But the soft letter of, and I also found a new favorite GIF. It's someone in a horrifying Watto mask, and it says laughs in Watto. So yeah, there you go. And their profile pic is Sebulba, or a Doug. So, yeah, bonus points for that. And our final one from Michelle at Mishbell. The absolute filthy mouth of R2-D2.
Yep.
Beeped and booped.
That's good.
All the time is my favorite sound effect. Followed by a lightsaber igniting, which I just made out loud in my cubicle. Michelle, you're not alone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone who's listening to this in their cubicle right now just made the same sound effect.
Yeah.
So, there you go, guys. Alexa, put lightsabers on my shopping list. There we go. There you go. You guys are welcome for that.
Okay, so we actually did get one voice memo in. Okay, it's actually 2 separate voice memos. I didn't tell you this.
Okay, and what was the voice? Okay, so we put out a tweet earlier, right, for like a added bonus onto our Jakku jargon.
Yes.
Right? What did we ask the good people to do, Scott?
We asked people to send an impersonation of their voice memo in, and the actual voice memo.
Like their
sound
favorite.
effect. Yeah. Of their sound effect.
Like send in a voice memo of you mimicking yourself.
Yes.
Like what you think other people would anyway, go on.
And so we received two. We received one from Eric Cotterman, and we received another from a returning guest. Now I'll reveal it to Jerry in just a second. Let me see if I can get this pulled up real quick.
So we got one member of the Bombad fam and a returning guest.
Yes, listen.
Hey, Bombad fam. This is recurring guest Eric. My favorite sound effect in Star Wars might be a little bit of a cop-out, because when I was a kid and I would watch the pod racing scene, my favorite part was when they would cut corners and make the little noise. I loved it. Made it really sound like you were in another galaxy. It was awesome.
Eric, I loved it. Man, it's classic. It's we love the Phantom Menace. I mean, there was at one point on New Year's I was having a little fun and I was a little late, and I told Eric we're putting on the pod race scene, and we had friends over, and he's like, "Oh, I guess we're putting on the pod race scene," and I was cursing at the TV with how excited I am about the pod race scene. So that's a good little memory we have together.
Cursing like R2D2. That is fantastic. You guys know my love for all things Samoa.
I'll say what I said. I said, I yelled the F word. I said, F! This is so classic! That's what I yelled. So,
dude, it is amazing.
It is. It is.
I cannot, you guys know, in my live streams, I don't know if you can see it, but both live streams we've done so far, I have had in my new backdrop, my, like, big, giant Sebulba figure, like one of those, like, almost 12-inch ones. I freaking love Sebulba. So, dude, his pod
it's amazing.
Is one of the best sounds ever. It's amazing. So, okay. Who is this surprise guest?
Here we go. I'm going to turn the volume up just to make sure.
Let me hear it.
We all hear it.
Who's our surprise guest?
Whoa! Hey, Bombad fam! It's Paul Stanley from the Paul Stanleys. Now, how many of y'all hear that guitar in the beginning of Attack of the Clones when they were driving around and you heard the during the chase scene where Anakin jumped out of the speeder and Obi-Wan, my favorite character, would say, I hate it when he does that, but you know what, Gretna? I love it when he does that. Stand up for what you believe in.
I knew that was coming, and I still wasn't ready for that.
Eric, it does it really well. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
This is the
I don't know if you want to keep that reaction.
I think I will.
Cut back in, but so friend of the Bombadcast, Paul Stanley, coming in hot with a Star Wars sound effect. And I believe that's actually the title of his foreword in the DOOKU erotic novel is coming in hot.
Yes, I believe so.
Holy crap, dude.
Gretna.
Good guest of the show, Mr. Paul Stanley. Coming in here for all you lovely folks in Gretna. And, man, hey, hashtag stand up for what you believe in. But also, Mr. Stanley, if you ever want to use our catchphrase, feel free. So it says stay Bombad.
Yes.
So,
oh my God. We did it.
I can't believe that this happened.
We gotta do our imitations now, Gerald. It's time.
Okay. All right. Guys, the time has come. You embarrassed yourself. We had our good buddy Eric Cotterman embarrass himself. We had our new friend, esteemed rocker, Hall of Famer
from 2011.
2011 Hall of Famer Paul Stanley of Kiss give his impression. But here we go, Scotty. And I guess would you like me to go first?
Okay. We'll just make sure it rhymes poetry.
All right.
Like DOOKU's novel.
Okay. Okay. So here we go, Scott. You ready, Scotty?
Yep.
You ready, Paul? No. Oh yeah, Paul. That was a voicemail. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the room.
Nah, it was like he was.
Such a presence. Anyway, so my first one was the Skywalker lightsabers. Here we go. Get ready, all you in your cubicles. That was horrifying. Number 2. Did someone fall off of a cliff? What was that? We've got, okay, my favorite and Mr. Patrick Covey's favorite, the seismic charge. Gosh dang it, Scott. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it for real. Don't do the fart.
I won't.
Don't do the fart.
I won't.
Hold your butt. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
That was good.
There it is. Thank you. There's got to be like a little bit of the. I was so afraid to leave too much of a pause in front of it though, because I knew.
No, I wouldn't do it. No,
you were hovering over your chair.
Kind of.
You were hovering.
Kind of.
Just waiting to drop that freaking fart. Oh, anyway. Here we go. Okay, and here's the last one, which is Jar Jar Binks doing a triple jackknife into the lake.
No diving board.
Which contains Otogunga. Dude, he gets like 20 feet of air.
I don't know why they never utilized that later in the movie.
Dude,
it could have been really useful.
It's because he's a Sith Lord, you know? Like, I don't know. Shout out again, Mr. Ahmed Best. If you ever listen to this episode, you're probably never going to come on the Bombadcast. But hashtag best or bust on the Bombadcast. So we love you, sir. Here we go. Jar Jar diving into the pool into the lake on Phantom Menace.
Oh my
Again,
God.
I may not have a place to live after this episode. I don't know.
That's okay.
I'm locked in my basement currently. So
Yes.
All right. So there you go. Those are my entries, Scott.
Great. Those are good.
So, okay. All right. What you got?
All right. So remember,
What you got, buddy?
mine's the
Lay
TIE
it on
fighter
me.
noise that's made in The Force Awakens when Finn and Poe are trying to take off. All right.
All right. Let me have it.
Here we go. Pretty good, huh?
Okay, that was slightly more impressive than the other one.
She can never impress you.
I don't want to fight in front of the kids. But do you need a glass of water after that? That sounds very straining. To the vocal
it was
cords.
not easy.
All right, go on.
All right, my next one was the Falcon starting and the Falcon not working. Here we go. All right.
Wow. You know, it amazingly when it started, it sounded like a fart, but you really finished strong on that one.
I know. I do.
So you did make that with your mouth, right?
Yes, that was my mouth. Yeah.
Okay. Which is again one of the chapters in the Dooku erotic novel.
You made that with your mouth? Question mark. This is going on so long. All right. Last but not least is the porg noise.
All right, let's have it.
Pretty good. I'm proud of that one.
I'm not gonna lie, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
That moved me.
Oh my God! I didn't know it could do that. Okay, that's good. Dude, don't. It's okay. We're in the safe space.
Oh man, I haven't felt this since the end of Five's arc. Saturday.
Is that really?
Oh my gosh, that was profound. You, sir, are a revelation.
Thank you.
And
I need to hear that tonight.
Jamie Costa has nothing on you.
Neither does Matthew Wood.
So,
they took it from me.
Yeah.
I made those noises. I'm the original.
They're actually hovering outside of Scott's office.
Yes,
at all times
I'm looking at them
with
every
boom
night.
mics, If you guys ever watch, if you ever watch one of our live streams, watch for the boom mic to dip into frame.
Every now and then they do it.
In Scott's window, because it's kind of creepy, but it also is endearing.
It is.
And so
I am a noise machine, like
Scott,
like Dooku.
I'm a changed man after that, and I think I'm gonna live my life for the better from now on. I feel like I've had a real Scrooge McDuck moment, or I'm sorry, Ebenezer Scrooge moment. Interchangeable.
You're
as
right.
As you will.
Interchangeable.
He did play Ebenezer Scrooge in the the Mickey Mouse version of that. So classic.
Mickey Mouse. Ahoy!
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, we should probably make plugs.
Yeah, Disney really ruined Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I still haven't received my Disney Shield.
Oh, I've got mine. It all went to the funding of the Dooku novel.
Actually, all you guys in the comments of
crowdfunded.
our Rise of Skywalker celebration video, every single one of you guys that comments on that, Disney looks at and they just give me $500 more.
They go, let's just take this out the wallet. They take it out their butt wallet and
they all right.
As Dio would review this episode, he would say, sad. People are gonna look back at this and say,
I almost did that with you.
This is when they lost. This is when the Bombadcast lost their mind.
That's right. Just like Dio, we have a squeaky wheel, and we have not oiled it yet. So,
I have a squeaky wheel.
If you want to squeak, if you want to oil our wheels, go out and pre-order that Dooku novel.
That'll really oil a lot of things.
And seriously, that thing has we've gotten more mileage on that Dooku novel than I think we have on any other joke, and then Dooku himself, wrote fan fiction about, apparently.
Yes.
So. But anyway, guys, man, I don't know if you where can the you know what forget me, Scotty, where can the good people find you? They
can find me on Twitter. Don't look for me on Instagram like I've told other people. Find me on Twitter. I'm at the Scott J. Rowe. You can listen to the Bombadcast on many different platforms. In particular, Apple Podcasts. Give us a good review. Be sure to check out Kiss's tour with David Lee Roth. Paul asked me to plug that, but he slid me a note. Fair. Sorry, I left my speakers on. He slid me a note, and he left the room. So yeah,
it's really strange.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He just slid me in. It was very weird.
No, but seriously, guys, in all seriousness, the only way that we don't ask for this a lot because we just we're professionals.
Is that what we are?
Clearly.
Okay.
But
that's cool.
Guys, go and seriously, whatever podcast app you're listening to this on currently, if you're on Spotify, whatever, anything that you can rate and review us on, do it. Because that's the way we seriously move up in the rankings.
Yeah.
That's how more people find the show. That's how we grow and are able to give you guys more Bombad content and possibly actually give you more coherent content in the future.
Yes.
So, but no, go do that. Go check out our, we have friends who have podcasts too that you can go and review and review all their stuff too. Like, that's why we do all this stuff. We're all very passionate about this crazy space wizard saga. So go check out our friends like, the Galactic Podcast. Go check out Pete Fletzer over at Around the Galaxy. Blue Bantha Milk Company. Go check out all those people. Go rate and review. If you like a show, rate and review.
It really does mean a lot to everyone.
It helps so much. And you know what? Maybe we should read a couple. We have a couple new reviews, Scotty. We should read a couple of those new reviews on our next episode, maybe.
I would love that. And you know what? One more thing is, if y'all want to donate money to us, please do that. We want to buy a life-size Watto Pepsi promo display. So that's part of the funding. And look, I'm going to be honest with you.
What's up?
We got to buy 2 of these things because Jerry and I both need one. And I don't care what you think as a fan. And it's a necessary purchase.
It has to have a button on the back that I can push and hear the gentle flapping of Watto's wings.
Oh, man.
Which is the final chapter in the DOOKU erotic novel. You're welcome. There you go.
Stay Bombad.
Check out all our stuff. Go follow me at the Cannon Junkie on Twitter. Follow Scotty. Follow the Bombadcast at Bombadcast.
Wait, can I get a special friend to come back and do the Stay Bombad part?
Oh, yeah, possibly. Real quick, go check out our TeePublic. They've been doing a lot of 35% off
They
sales.
have been.
But just, dude, go on there. Show us some Bombad love, guys. That's the way, again, we make more quality content. But you know what? What the heck? Bring Paul in. Paul, get back in here, buddy. Get back in here and send us out.
How y'all do? Hey, did y'all do the episode without me?
Well, Paul, yeah, we actually just continued. But hey, man, we saved the best part for you. Can you give us a good, healthy... What should the good people at home do,
Well,
Mr. Paul
the
Stanley?
good people of Gretna, Louisiana, in Holland, Michigan, in Detroit Rock City, they need to go home, and everyone to the left listen, everyone to the right listen. They're gonna go home and they're gonna be sure to tune in to Kiss's new show on Sirius XM Radio, and we're gonna rock out with our friends. And remember, my wonderful Bombad fam, to stay Bombad. Yeah. Now, where's my residual money? I need my money for this. This is free advertising. This is rocking and rolling and rocking and rolling. I don't even know what that means. I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah. This is just, I'm just so happy to be in. I'm now a part of the Bombadcast. Look at us, Gretna.
I can, to steal a joke from Paul Rudd, I can only rock and roll part of every day. I can only rock and roll from like 9 to 5.
No, not with Paul Stanley around. You're gonna rock and roll all day like DOOKU does in his bed, in his trousers. He wakes up with the morning wood.